All right, everyone, welcome back to Lady Arcader Super Showcase 2024. Oh my goodness, during that little break we had there to get this next run set up, things, y'all popped off with donations. Back and forth amount, like colors were winning. We had $15 from Anonymous who simply said green. And then we had $50. Thank you so much for that generosity from Taliusha. I hope I said your name correctly. For my niece True, hope to see you attending at the next live Lady Arcaders event. Thank you so much for that kind message, and thank you for putting that towards Red, which Red was in the lead. It was in the lead until we got another donation from Anonymous for $25 saying green, I say. So, right now, it's looking like green is in the lead. You have a few more moments to get another donation in if you want to change things. As I give you a quick little update as to where we are on our overall total. Right now we are at $4,893.77 raised, which puts us $600 away from that final goal, chat. If you prefer it in percentages, it's 89% of the way to that goal. We are so close, everyone. But with that, chat, our last run was kind of intense with all those Nazis, vampires, demons, all those really impressive out of bounds tricks. And this bid war has been super intense and like popping off. I think it's time for something kind of cute, something chill. So how about some Spyro the Dragon? Any percent NBS. Take it away, Sol.
Hello. Kirby looks a little different this time. Unique recipe, very secret. So yeah, this is not Kirby, this is Spyro. This is a game I was learning over earlier this year for a different marathon, and I honestly I've liked it a lot, so here we are. But as I get into things, first of all, ATSL Lee, would you like to introduce yourself first?
Hello, I'm Lee, aka atwentysomethingloser. I'm here to join in on the wonderful Spyro vibes we've got going on here today.
And also, we did have a bid war for the colors, and it was a very tight one, so if our host would like to reveal the winner of that, so we can get that input.
Absolutely. I am super excited to announce that green is the winner. That makes me happy. Green is one of my favorite colors. But thank you, everyone, for all those donations to make that such a tight bid war.
Here's hoping I got that right. Perfect. Okay, we can actually start the run now. Alright, I'm going to delete this file real quick. And time will start when I actually click on the game itself. So we will start the timer in 3, 2, 1, go. So we're gonna skip a little cutscene, but if you want the very short version, the dragons are being interviewed. Nord watched it on TV and got very upset about it because they kind of trash talked them, so he turned them all to stone. That's it, you got the plot now. Spyro was not hit by it because he's too small. So we're gonna jump over that, hit that dragon so we don't have to watch the whole cutscene where he's like, don't find dragons. Cause we already know what to do. We've done this, we've been here before. And honestly, things are gonna be a little bit of a whirlwind, cause if you haven't seen a Spyro run, things go very quickly. We have a lot of gems to collect, we have a bunch of dragons to save, we have some edits that we're going to be getting along the way. All of this is just to kind of make our way from one hub to another, and also to eventually get to Nasty Nork himself and kind of deal with this whole situation, or at least we hope. So things will be kind of easy starting out. It's just going to be running here, get this one. Gonna skip our little cutscene because we don't really want to watch these, sadly. Unfortunately, they do take quite a bit of time. We're gonna kind of wrap around here, take care of this ram, get these other gems, kind of do a little bit of a circle so we can get through those. Really, our big goal is just to get out of here ASAP. We want 10 dragons, but we might as well get a little bit along the way, so while we were doing all of that. And then we're gonna jump in here, we're gonna grab our last dragon for this stage, and then we're going to very quickly just kind of leave. And that's it, that's Stonehill. These first few stages, first 2 stages are gonna go by incredibly quickly. We want a few gems, but mostly we just want dragons. We wanted to get out of here. I'm gonna try to hit this one good. We got him. Sometimes that one can be a little bit awkward for various reasons. Sometimes Spyro likes to take like a very wide berth for whatever reason, and other times he just kind of just misses them. It happens. The game's a little bit weird like that. Lee, so how are you doing today while this stage loads?
Quite good. I love Spyro. I love this game. It is phenomenal, to say the least. I'm really liking this green color on Spyro.
It's very Luigi. It's very Luigi, wouldn't you think?
I would agree with that statement, to say the least.
Just like if you get to 5,500, we'll actually have actual Luigi doing something.
I know. If we hit that, if we hit that milestone,
that's important. That's okay.
Hi, Spyro.
Luckily, we can just replay this cutscene. It's actually fine. It's just a little unfortunate. There we go. Okay, so that little trick there is what is called a fairy proxy, and the very short version is basically I'm skipping the cutscene and then setting myself in a way where Spyro just kind of gets popped into the air, but he lands on a non-existent dragon statue. If done correctly, it looks like that. If it's done incorrectly, you instead watch Spyro go off into space. Or as some people in my chat have called it, Spyro goes orange. We'll leave it at that. It's a whole thing. Also, I'm gonna go to the guide book and leave the stage this way, so I go back to the start of the hub, get our last dragon, and then we can just kind of get out of here. In fact, we do it so quickly. Sometimes it doesn't take it into account until after we leave. But there's our 10th one. We're gonna grab these few little gems along the way, just again to make sure we're kind of keeping up a good amount of them. We're gonna need about 1,200 to leave our second hub. And while this area loads, since again it's Spyro Reignited, Spyro 1 takes a bit to load. If there are any messages, Cell, definitely feel free.
Absolutely. We have a donation here from Jose Manuel 7 for $20 saying, "Thank you very much for doing this kind of event. Keep up the good work and many more events." And with that, we just have a brand new poll opened for the Mario Odyssey run. And it is, should Mario be naked or clothed? This is going to be a poll that's going to be continuous throughout the run. But if you all want to get an early start on that bid war, decide, should Mario be naked or should Mario be clothed? Let us know with your donations.
I'm just going to say nipple percent, best percent.
I would agree. That is a fantastic speedrun.
I've heard nothing but good things about that run, but I've never run Odyssey in any capacity, so maybe one day. Thankfully, we now have some bigger stages. So Dry Kingdom's quite a bit more to it. Like, we have these chests where we have to hit them a few times before they actually give us the gem. You got these weird ones where the gem pops up, we have to kind of, like, intercept it in a way. We're also starting to see armored enemies where if we try to use the flame attack, it won't actually do anything. Instead, we'll have to actually ram into them like that. You see these vultures. Don't worry about them. They're kind of whatever. Also, that big guy, we can't charge into him, but we can flame the attack instead. And finally, we're going to have a very interesting jump, we'll say, that sometimes works out, sometimes doesn't. We will see what happens when we get to it in about probably 10, 15 seconds. I'm gonna get rid of this one. Now I'm gonna hit this enemy, I'm gonna hit this one, gonna grab these, and let's see if we get this jump. That looks good. First try, let's go. Good, we can just leave the stage. We don't have to worry about dying. That is the unfortunate side effect. If I don't make that jump, I have to just go straight into the nearest pit, take the death, go back around. It's a whole thing. It loses a bunch of time. I'm glad I got it first try.
In first try, yeah.
Also gonna just kind of wrap around here. This one's gonna do right into position, go into Cliff Town. But like I said, a lot kind of happens, and for the most part, I'm basically just going to be charging as much as I can. That's the fastest way Spyro gets around. If we're able to, sometimes things happen. Sometimes the jumps are a little bit weird. In fact, I actually run this game at a slightly lower frame rate than, say, something like 60. In fact, I run it at like 50. This game is very weird. Spyro's jump height is actually controlled by the frame rate. The lower it is, the higher he jumps. So running it at 50 means he does a little bit of extra height on his jumps, and that makes things a little bit safer. You could run it even lower if you wanted. We allow, I think, as low as like 30 on the community for this game. At least that's what I remember. There we go. We finally got that one. I'm gonna. Oh, I missed that. That's fine. I'm gonna kind of wrap him around, and I'm gonna try that again real quick. Slightly unfortunate. This time it should work. Excuse me? Sir? Okay. He is being kind of extra mean. There we go. Yeah, so that's the first of several edge thieves that we will be dealing with. You can very easily know when they're around because you'll just see them there and they'll just go and you're just trying to be, you'll be like, yeah, you know they're there, and you just kind of want to deal with them, like, because they're just doing that constantly, and it's just like, yeah, I know, you're there, stop. And it does not help that last night I had someone do like a very good impression of those. Let me make sure I hit those pots. Go back to kind of wrap myself around here for these extra gems. Did our second to last dragon of the stage. And now we'll fun little part where the geometry does some slightly interesting in this version. So this looks like I can't reach that, right? Yeah, we can actually jump up here. Jump up here. I'm gonna get that vulture. Get Marco. I don't understand the reason with these names. I just know there's a bunch of names. Grab our last few extra gems here because they're just kind of like right here, not out of the way. Leave the stage. Could have done better. The edge thief was a little bit rough, but it's fine. Sometimes that happens. Especially it's bad near the end because there's also like a couple of thieves with keys near the end of the run, and those ones can also be just kind of rough. Anyways, I'm going to be doing a little bit of extra things here, so if there's any messages, definitely feel free. Or if there's anything you kind of want to commentate on, Lee, that is also good.
We have a donation if we got a moment for that.
We do.
All right, we have $10 from Robert from the Nilo, who says, greetings to my colleagues at Speedruns in Spanish, who are commentating and hosting the event alongside Lady Arcaders for the Spanish-speaking community. Keep up the good work. And that $10 went towards Mario being naked in that bid war for Super Mario Odyssey. For those of you who might be concerned about Mario being totally naked, don't worry. I looked it up. It's not that. It is simply a pair of boxer shorts, which are super cool and super, super cute. And actually, we have another donation if we got time for one more quick one.
Yeah, go ahead.
All right, we have $100 from Fast and Fabulous, who says, bonjour, Lady Arcaders. Fast and Fabulous staff here. Congrats on the amazing event. It was an honor and pleasure to bring it to the French-speaking audience. Donation goes to Naked Mario. Free those nipples. Much love, less than 3. A huge, huge thank you to both our Spanish restream at Speedruns Español and to our French restream crew at Fast and Fabulous. And that's brought us over $5,000 raised total. go. Keep on going, chat.
Let's
Back
see
to you,
that.
Soul.
Let's see that 5500 as I finish this flight stage. In the later games, these are kind of repurposed as what are called speedways. In this, you actually just fly around. You deal with several different things. Like in this case, you have like rings, arches, chests, and lanterns, and lamps. I'm doing this a little bit differently because this stage should be very tricky if you try to do it optimally. And honestly, I'm not quite as good as I'd like to be yet. It's far more important to make sure you just actually do these, because if you fail, you have to do the whole thing over. It loses like a minute if you're like near the end and then you kind of just like fall, hit the water. It's very unfortunate. It absolutely kills your runs when it happens. They're really fun though, but they are definitely probably one of the harder parts of the run because there's so much that can go wrong if it decides like, oh, I did this wrong, so I don't go through this arch, and now I don't have time to go like wrap around back to it. It definitely happens, especially Night Flight. Night Flight is probably, I wouldn't say the hardest, but definitely one of the harder ones to do quickly. You have like the time is very tight for that one the whole time. I'm gonna deal with you so you don't try to get in my way. And we're not going to fight the boss here. We don't actually have to fight any of the bosses, in fact. But we do deal with most of them because they give us a bunch of gems, with the exception of Shem. Shem gives us, like, no gems. It gives us, like most of the other bosses will give you, like, a good amount, like, probably, like, sometimes 50s. I've seen, up to, like, 75 or more. Shem gives you, like, 30. Gives you, like, 30. It's not worth it. So we get the dragon, we leave, and then we'll actually go to Ice Tavern, which will be a lot better for us in terms of getting everything. That said, I feel like I've kind of glossed over a lot, despite saying a lot in the last, like, 10 minutes.
You're doing great. You're going fast.
Oh, I know, but still.
Yes.
So I'm curious, what was your favorite of our colors? Because there were actually several that we had, and there was actually a couple I had to cut from the choices.
Okay. I love the green. I think the green is fantastic that we're rocking with. I would have loved to see the pink. I love
yeah, honestly, I was looking forward to the paint, and I know that was in the lead at first, and then it kind of very quickly wasn't.
It's quick right now.
Which is fine. Honestly, it's all good. It's all going to tear, and honestly, I can't be happy about it still going for that. Also, I see justice for paint.
That's true.
I agree.
Donate to tell us what color you think should have won.
Yes, exactly. Yeah, which one should have had justice? Any color is fine, including even Spyro's normal colors. Honestly, his normal colors are pretty alright. In fact,
well.
yeah. In fact, if we had got there's something I wanted to do if we reach 5,500 before this run ends, because I think it would have been cool. And it doesn't, and they don't actually work together, unfortunately. Oh, no. Okay, we're fine. This is fine. That should have gone very badly. Would have been unfortunate, but at least we didn't die, and that is definitely way more important right now. Our lives are a little bit finite. Not that finite, but I would rather not. I'd rather not have mistakes be more costly than they need to be. And hopefully we make this jump. Okay, we're fine. Yeah, so let's do that bonus. Listen, that bonus game says the Nork as it smacks me in the head.
It's true. We are coming in close to that extra bonus game as well. I have seen this run before. Bud does an amazing job with it. I've also commentated for this run before as well, so it is.
I've seen.
I'm telling y'all right now. Y'all
I've
don't
seen
want to
parts of it.
miss out on it.
We're 91% of the way to getting that bonus game met as well, so keep it up, chat.
Come on, 9%. Y'all got this. That's it down to the. Yeah, that's that. The translation error was I took a snowball. All right, let's see if we knit this Ed Thief without having the. I did it too slow. That's fine. We'll just kind of jump back here, and he'll come right back where he was. There we go. So, sometimes I did not as great as I'd like. Then we'll just kind of run over here, grab these few. Now that druid, I'm just gonna hit him. I don't really care about the chest. I have that chest, but I do care about the other one. Just gives me a yellow gem, and those are worth 10. So it's very much worth my time to get everything I can.
And then for this, the yellow gems are 10, and the red ones are 1, right?
Yes. Blues are 5, and to me they're purple. Some say they're other colors, but those are 25.
Gotcha. Perfect.
I'm not gonna lie, I haven't played the second one, and I'm actually going through the third one currently. I really like that they actually have unique shapes in the later games. It makes it so much easier to tell what's what. Yeah, by the way, the druids are mean. They will do various things. Usually it's like raise a platform up and down, or raise a thing from side to side. That one messes with the stairs and turns it into a slope for reasons. They're all just kind of mean. I've definitely died multiple times to just bad timing with druids. Thankfully, this one is going to be less of a problem. And I'm going to get this one before I miss a cycle and have to wait it out, because I'd really like to not have to do that. Then we take care of those. Good, you're staying on the side where I need you to. Watch out for this one. This one is very, can catch you off guard. It's done it to me several times. I'm gonna damage boost into that one. I'm gonna take this for safety, just in case. It seems to pear-shaped very quickly if I'm not careful. But I've absolutely just missed jumps. I have absolutely had like a game over or two in a couple of runs. It can happen. I'm gonna get those. There we go. And then we're just about done here. We're gonna grab these last few and get our friend Kelvin. I'm sure he's fine. And there we go. That is Alpine Ridge. Now, for what it's worth, this game does have a lot of load times. So if you have any messages while we're on the way to our next stage, go for it.
Yeah, absolutely. Obviously, we're raising super hype that we've hit $5,000, but I want to remind everyone of where our money is going. 75 years ago, a small group of Americans mobilized to create the world's first care packages. They knew that they could not stand on the sidelines while millions of Europeans faced hunger in the wake of World War II. Within a few months, they delivered their first shipment of 20,000 care packages. Today, CARE works in over 110 countries, delivering more than 170 million people through 160 projects. I am having trouble with numbers today. We no longer deliver just physical care packages, but we continue to be guided by the spirit of innovation, scale, and helping those most in need that animated our work in the beginning. They do such incredible work all around the world, and every dollar counts. They make use of every dollar so well. So if you are able to, please donate. Actually, we just had a donation come in. $10 from Anonymous with no comment, but thank you so much for that donation towards CARE, our lovely charity.
Is it bad that up until I think a couple days ago I didn't actually know that's where the term tear package actually came from? But like I just heard, like I've always heard that, and I never, and just figured, well, it makes sense. It's just a package to help someone. Didn't actually know it was them who came with that term in the first place. So that was very, very neat to actually learn. Also, I know this stage seems like there's a lot. Surprisingly, this is probably one of the shorter stages, and only because there's a good chunk of it that I don't actually do because I don't need the gems. They're actually very slow gems to get unless I'm doing a very specific route. To do that route, since I'm on PC, would require keyboard and mouse, and I'm not ready for that. I ain't ready for that. It's too much of an adjust for me, I'm afraid. So instead, we're gonna do it this way. I'm gonna get these gems. I'm gonna go kind of jump over here, grab these last 2 chests here, get these last little handful, and make sure that was counted, because if it doesn't count until Spyro actually touches it. Sadly, Sparks grabbing it is not enough. You know, aka our health. Comes in a few different colors. Yellow when he's at full health, blue when he's taking 1 hit, green when he's at 2, and then disappears entirely if we take a hit after that. We really don't want that to happen, because if it does, Spyro will not be able will not have anyone to collect the gems for him. He'll have to do it manually, and it's way rougher. The funny part is with the whole terror thing also, now that I think about it, I don't think I got brought up during the last thing we did, the kind of alongside them. So, nope, I don't want to get hit by that. These ones would be a little bit mean. It's not a big deal if I get hit here, because I'm gonna be taken to death actually. So as long as I keep Sparks, that's really all I care about right now. So we're gonna get Jarvis, and we're gonna have some fun with supercharges. So you see these little ramps with like the arrows pointing down. Yeah, if I charge on these, Spyro goes at really high speeds. I can jump way off of here. I somehow missed both of those. That's impressive. But we're gonna do that. We're gonna kind of jump back around here. You see this edge thief who won't actually do anything, because he'll just fall if he tries. But we're gonna get the edge. We're gonna fall. We're gonna go back to our checkpoint. And then we're gonna just kind of finish the whole sequence here. So I'm gonna take care of those 2. Kind of come down here, get these. Missed one, that's okay. We'll hit them on a second pass. Make sure hit that. Get our dragon. And now we have a much simpler path for the remainder. Minus the part where that hit me. Minus the part where I got hit very hard with that club. It's fine. He just wanted to show it to me, and he showed it a little too close. It happens. He means well. And that's our final edge. We don't need any more. That'll let us go off into our next hub when we get there. But right now we're gonna take this moment to get more gems and more dragons, because we need 50 for the hub after this one. So we're gonna get Lucas. That's the last one. We leave Wizard Peach. Things put it on a little bit better. And it's almost time for our second flight stage. So this is probably going to be a very good time to just do a bunch of messages. Anything you want to like kind of elaborate on, definitely do it. It's going to be a little bit.
Awesome. Thank you so much, Soul. I wanted to tell people a little bit more about this Super Mario Odyssey bid war between naked or clothed. I looked up the naked outfit, and it is a super cute pair of red with white polka dot boxer brief sort of swimsuit outfit. Right now, that is in the lead at $110, but you can change that at any time with your donations, because this bid war is gonna stay open for the entire run. So if you want to see Mario in his normal clothing, you can also see that with your donations. It's gonna be so much fun. I personally, I know I'm a hater. I prefer to see clothed Mario, but this is the great part, is you all get to decide which option through your donations. And a little quick update, we are 91% of the way to our goal to get that Luigi Mansion bonus run unlocked, $466 away. Chat, we are so close, and I know it looks like we got a lot of time, but trust me, speedruns go fast. Speedruns are speedy, and so don't wait too long. If you want to see that bonus run, get your donations in. And of course, they are all going to a fantastic cause.
I liked how that was perfectly timed to when the stage ended. But yes, we absolutely want to see Mario's brother actually get in on the fun. Yeah, by the way, we didn't grab that dragon because we actually fight through him on the way out, and the game just kind of gets a little weird, but it basically like, oh yeah, you hit the dragon, there you go. So now we're coming up on, I guess technically these are meant to be boss fights, like you'll see confronting instead of entering. The bosses aren't really anything, you just kind of chase them, you hit them, and then they go off elsewhere. That's really it. You don't really see proper boss fights until the game after this one. But you did get neat smaller stages that kind of become more profitable for gems as time goes. Like this one has like 400 at max, 400 gems, and we get most of them because they're all just almost none of them are out of the way. We just kind of quickly deal with the enemies, make sure we don't get hit by the lightning because they can be very mean about that. That was almost bad. It's okay. I'm going to be a little bit careful and hope that he doesn't try to knock me off the ledge. Good, because he has absolutely done that, and it's very interesting when Blowhard just kind of pushes me away. Don't fall, Spyro, please. That would be great. Give me my dragon friend. There we go. That was actually very good. There's our second hit, and now for our last part, we're gonna hit that, and while I'm waiting for that to go off, grab these two, and hopefully we can catch this without missing a cycle. Perfect. And that is just how the boss fights tend to be. They're surprisingly kind of quick. So while we get into our next hub, how are you feeling about this, Lee?
Absolutely rocking it so far. You're doing great. You're doing phenomenal out here. Remind me again, how many gems do we want by the end of everything?
We are gonna win 6,000.
Okay, so we're a little over halfway there then.
We're a little over halfway, but we will very rapidly reach it, and hopefully when we reach it, we'll also reach bonus name. We'll see. We got time for that though. We still have plenty of time, but not a lot, but we got time. That's fine. And Spyro decided to kind of just give me an extra bit of say a few extra things on that. Also, I see Toasted Cat in there. Yeah, shout outs to them. They are the world record holder for the PC version and were a big help in me learning this run. Also love the Umbreon emote. Alright. Alright, hopefully we don't mess up in this one. there is a jump I do that's a little bit tricky, and it's surprisingly easy to die on that jump. Can I hit that for you? Yeah, good. Grab those two, and hopefully... Okay, we're dead. That jump always looks scary. I'm always scared I'm gonna mess it up, and sometimes I do. Ah, that's unfortunate. That is also unfortunate. I mean, it's fine. We're not in really any danger. In fact, we have a chance for health right here. Just gonna hit both of them. And there we go. There's our last dragon, but we're not actually done here yet. Got a few more gems we want to get just to make sure we don't have any... Trust me, we don't want to run into a situation where we're like, oh no, we're at like 5,800 at the end of the stage that we're gonna be headed to north after, so let's make sure that doesn't happen. Okay, good. I remember to actually grab Bruno. Sometimes I forget to grab him.
Hey, we don't want to talk about him though.
Look, Bruno is fine. If there's anyone we don't talk about, it's Cletus. Oh no, that's fine. I think they heard me.
Yep.
Yeah, so that's Cletus. He's like, thank you for saving me, but I have to go. And then he basically immediately gets turned to stone again. So yeah, fun fact: a certain number of the dragons that you save actually go to the final hub, try to deal with North themselves, and just kind of immediately get turned to stone again, and we have to save them again. So the game says there's like 80 dragons to rescue. It's it's actually a slight misnomer. You only save 70, because 10 of them you have to save again. As we're doing our next flight stage though, if you got any messages, Sel, go for it. And I'm just gonna focus on this.
Yeah, absolutely. You focus on this incredible run so far. Chat, can we get a round of applause for Sol in this incredible showcase? But I want to tell you all a little bit about Lady Arcaders. Lady Arcaders is an all-women's gaming collective that runs weekly showcases and the occasional charity event just like this one you're watching right now. We strive to uplift and encourage women and femmes in their gaming endeavors by cultivating a supportive environment in which to showcase their talents. And if you'd like to volunteer for future Lady Arcaders events, type !volunteer in chat for a link to the volunteer application. We are always looking for talented hosts, commentary buddies, social media pros, and technicians. And trust me, there is a spot for you. You don't have to be experienced. You don't have to know a whole lot about things. Lady Arcaders will train you. I know this. I don't do tech very well, but they took me on to do a little bit of tech stuff for this event and got training and so much support. It is a wonderful environment to jump in and maybe learn some things for the first time. Come join us. Come volunteer. We're always looking for more people.
Honestly, can't confirm. I've actually been behind doing some stuff behind the scenes for this one, and for a bunch of trap modes over the last several months. It's honestly been a very good time. If you want to like volunteer for it, honestly, you could do way worse than any of us. Yeah, also, Satan herself said about the first shift she did. Yeah, and honestly, she kind of killed it, if I'm being honest.
That's the truth. You're right. Everybody is so nice here. So if you've ever thought about wanting to volunteer, highly recommend.
And even if you don't, like we said with the trap mode, like honestly, there's a lot of stuff I've seen on it. Like seriously, we have like a series where one has gone on just like giant lore dumps about different series, another where it's been talked about different people in like the rhythm game space. Honestly, the sky's kind of the limit. Also, Misty Bond is hard. Like I know I've kind of said and kind of shown how, you know, there's a lot that goes on in Spyro runs. This stage is probably like the best / worst example of it, where you're having lots of things that, like, if you mess up, you'll take a hit in a bad spot. There's lots of just trying to like wrap it around, trying to get from point A to point B, get through the enemies without messing up on them, because you mess up on them, in fact, there's a tiny window where you might be able to correct yourself if it happens. Especially those enemies will eat us if that happens, and we're fine. We have green sparks. We'll take a hit, but we really don't want to do that if we can help it, because it will be bad news. It'll mean manually collecting gems. It's no fun. Nobody wants to see that. The only one who should be green here is Spyro. Green Spyro is fine, even if it's not pink. And I don't know how I am doing this stage without messing up more than I have. Also, I see the compliment about the avatar. Thank you. I kind of wish I had a Spyro hat for this, but unfortunately I did not try to get that sorted out in time. Maybe it's something I do in the future. No, we're fine. Just gonna grab these last few. I'm gonna grab this for safety, because I am gonna take to death in our next stage anyways. So Missy Bond is definitely the Spyro runs have a lot going on all at once. Treetops is a stage where not only is there a lot going on all at once, it's also it's probably the supercharged stage. Like you saw earlier with like a little bit in Magic Crafters where there's a little bit of spots for supercharging. Treetops is like mostly supercharging once you get past like the initial third of the stage. Also, maybe one day I will play the OG versions of these things, but I have been very much enjoying Reignited. By the way, you see that thief? They have a gem. They're gonna run, and that's fine. We'll get them. We'll catch up to them eventually. You know how it is. Slow and steady wins the race or something like that. Except, well, slow and steady. It's actually slow and steady. We kind of want fast and steady, if anything. Steady and speedy. There we go. There we go. That sounds better.
Yeah, that's the one we want. Steady and speedy.
So there's Lyle. Now I'm gonna grab these. No, that's okay. Quickly go around here, grab these so I don't have to worry about them after the fact. And here is some interesting things for supercharging, so we don't mess this up. First try, let's go. And that thief is going to be very quickly giving me a purple. Yeah, so that one's very tricky to actually do. The intended way is a much longer sequence that's actually can have a very hard jump at times. Trust me when I say I have probably made that look way easier than it actually is.
Absolutely did make it look way easier. That is a pretty hard jump to make.
And that's very good timing on the butterfly that not only gave us full health but an extra life, and honestly I am very happy to have that when we were on one hit anyways. I'm also gonna wrap this extra life because our mages actually take a death here instead of doing the way that some that can work. I've tried to do it and I often just don't quite get it, so let's do it this way. Well, we'll do it the intended way. This is the way they didn't want, the way they actually intended you to do it over here. Just very long sequence. I'm gonna jump over that, go onto this ramp, and just kind of hit that one at like hyper speed. Treetops is very infamous, because either you die a lot in treetops because it's very tricky to get around, or you absolutely love treetops because it is probably one of the neatest stages to actually do in a speed run. And I already see treetops my beloved. I think my own stance when I did it the first time, when I finally like understood it, was like, that was cool, followed by, heck this stage. That is not the way I want to go. This is. I don't have to go around, we can just kind of cut the corner like that and go into Metalhead. Alright. Now we have armored monkeys, and the best way to put these is they made it look like they came out of Ape Escape. And if you didn't think about that before, you're welcome and/or I'm sorry. I don't actually know that much about that series. I just know what the monkeys kind of look like, and for some reason it reminded me a little bit of them. Alright, let's get through here. But for now this is actually relatively tame. It's gonna get very spicy when we get to Metalhead proper, because Metalhead is a very, honestly, probably one of the rougher bosses in the game, outside of maybe Nasty Nork himself. I'm gonna wrap around, grab these. I didn't actually need that. That's okay though. I'm gonna make sure that banana doesn't hit me because it was about to. And there's our final dragon. We don't need any more aside from one in the final hub, and only because the game actually makes us collect it. So this is Metalhead, and this is how we have to deal with it. He's got these things generating power and keeping him where he can't actually... We can't do anything to him because he is... Not only is he armored, he's very big, and the powered armor is definitely going to make it a problem. So we have to break those so he loses power. And we're also going to grab these along the way. Now, before we go to this second phase, I'm going to kind of just come around here. This is the reason I grabbed the key earlier, is so we can get a few more gems over this way. And then once we get those, we'll go back down, finish off Metalhead, grab a few more, and then we should be done here. Hopefully this thing doesn't zap me. Good. I cannot tell you how many times I've absolutely had to... I've been bodied by these things, and that's it. Metalhead is done. He just kind of shuts down. You know how it is. You know, you've had a long day, and then suddenly it's just like, I need a nap, and you just kind of fall over.
Big relatable on that one.
It's very much a mood. Just, yep, I'm done. Got a few more gems to grab, so while we're doing this and making our way to our second to last hub, if you got any messages, Sel, feel free, because not only do we have that, we also have our final flight stage, so there's going to be a lot.
Awesome. Well, I do have a donation for $6.23 from Sel. Who could that be? Oh, hi, it's me, your current host. I'm tired of reading an odd number, so time to fix that. Also, let's give Mario some clothes. That donation went, of course, towards our incentive for the next run, Super Mario Odyssey, where we have that continuous bid war for is Mario going to be naked or is Mario going to be clothed? And with that, I brought that donation total up to a lovely, nice round $5,040, which puts us $460 away from getting that bonus run unlocked. Or if you're someone who prefers percentages, that makes us 91% away from there. You know, if y'all want to make me keep reading uneven numbers, donate, make me do it. Please, I challenge you, make me read some unusual numbers. I'm also being told, chat, that we're getting kind of close to this event's total being equal to the combined amounts of last 2022 and 2023 combined, which that is super hype. Can we keep getting even closer, chat? I think we can. I know we can. To do that, exclamation mark, donate in chat. Get those donations in. Let's get that Luigi's Mansion run met. Let us break our record. Let's keep donating so that CARE has more money to do the incredible work they do all around the world.
Yeah, it's what I just saw in chat. Believe Sel for charity. It's absolutely worth it.
I challenge you. Come, do it. Donate.
By the way, I know I pretty much said, you know what, nipple percent is best percent, but I will say Mario does have a lot of neat outfits in Odyssey. Lots of fun references to like past Nintendo things. I know there's also like an actual like Mario 64 outfit, which is really neat. Makes him even like kind of blocky like he was back then. You're gonna be spoiled for choice anyways. So if you're like, oh, I want him clothed, oh, I don't. Donate anyway. Do it. Also, this last flight stage here was definitely used to. Ooh, that's not good. All right, that's fine. I can probably still work with that. But this one used to be like kind of my bane. Like when I played this game casually, this one was probably the hardest one by far because it's very easy to get yourself turned around, not try to figure out which one you've missed along the way. This one's probably got a little bit of a history with me because when I started learning this game, I'm like, okay, fine, I'm gonna just do this until I figure it out. And I accidentally stumbled on the speedrun route. She was like, okay, that's a good time. What did he actually do in the speedrun? And then I just basically saw the same thing. I'm just like, oh. Yeah, we're fine. We're fine. That was a bad mishap, but we had plenty of time. It's no problem. Yeah, this one was a time.
That was our last flight phase, right?
Yes, that was the last one. There are no more of them. We're about 300 gems off. We're actually fine. I know that looks like, oh no, that's a lot of gems to be missing. No, trust me, we get plenty. You would be surprised how much you can get just from this stage alone. In fact, just Jaquez, just the boss, dumps like 100, and then there's another 75 right after that. So like half of the gems are just gonna come from the boss. But we're actually sitting surprisingly well, all things considered. Although I think I usually have a few more than that. That one kind of okay, good. Oop. I'm gonna hit these with them for safety, actually. I'm not taking that chance. I don't want to fall. Okay. We're dead. Yeah, in fact, we have just enough. We're perfect. Gonna hit him again. Perfect. Okay, that should have us just enough. That's where we want to be. Also, I'm just gonna say I'm okay not having Moneybats around. I'm very okay not having him around. Unless, you know, Moneybats wishes to, you know, donate the tear, in which case, by all means. In fact, we're coming up on our last hub here. We don't have to worry about any dragons aside from the one I'm gonna save right as we come in, and only because we have to do it. The game does require this one. So even though we already have 50, we do have to save a 51st. So we rescued Delbin for the second time. And now we're just gonna be running to the end of the stage. We don't have anything else we need to do. It's get to the end, get to Norch, deal with Norch, and we're done. So if there's any like last minute messages for this run, or last minute comments on like what color you wish Spyro actually was for this bid war, or if you want Mario to have like an outfit or just wear some swim trunks, definitely take it away.
Absolutely. In case you need another reason to donate, let me tell you a little bit more about CARE. CARE is a global charity that places gender equality at the center of everything they do. They respond to international crises, fight for economic, climate, and health equality, as well as access to food and water. They provide resources to women to pursue economic justice by empowering them to start businesses or pursue quality education. CARE knows that with the proper resources, women have the power to lift entire communities out of poverty and are working toward that goal around the world. And of course, you can donate using !donate in chat. That'll take you to our Tiltify page. We also have a QR code displayed on screen that can be scanned with your phone to get easy access to the donation link if that's easier for you. And of course, we do still have that donation incentive open for Super Mario Odyssey. Is it gonna be nipple percent, meaning naked Mario, or is Mario gonna wear clothing? Let us know with your donations. !donate. Let's keep on going, raising money for the amazing CARE.
Yeah, now I'm reminded. The speedrun actually sipped a lot of outfits for him, unfortunately. I've seen a remark about calling the Odyssey run and potentially our bonus game the unhinged block. I'm here for it, if I'm being honest. Anyways, this stage is a little bit, in the original, this game changed a lot, this stage changed, I just speak words. This stage changed a fair bit from the original. The enemies now basically basically have platoon guns. I don't know how else to put it. They're basically just from Splatoon now. Also, probably one of the harder ones to actually do well because it's very easy to mess up. Hopefully we have played jump rope successfully. Awesome, let's go. To the remark I see in chat, you're not wrong. But it's time to finally take it to North. Finally get this whole thing done. Time will be when I do the second hit on Nasty North himself. But I will say when it happens. Hopefully we don't mess up on the first Key Thief, because it's surprisingly easy to mess up on that Key Thief. Also, shoutouts to the game having to drop my gem count to 0. Hey, we actually got it without having a hassle this time. Let's go. And second one should be about the same. Perfect. Alright, now we can actually deal with Nork. So now he's gonna try to run, but unfortunately, we're trying to go fast, so he's not a problem. And that is called we're in a bit of a racing mood. Yeah, very long kind of course, with a lot of gems. Like if you're trying to get all the gems here, this is you definitely want to do the whole loop. It takes a bit. But if you're too slow, he'll actually start running again, and you have to do the whole loop a second time. You really don't want that, so I'm glad we got him without too much hassle there. So now we're coming up on our final segment here. Jump across these. Do not want to mess up here. If we do, we have to repeat the entire fight from the beginning, including the key thieves, so we really don't want that. But time is just about to come up, and time. And there we go. That is how you toast Nork in under an hour. Just apply dragon. Also, no animals were harmed in the making of this, aside from maybe a few Norks, but no animals. But just so I just see what we have here. What is my... Okay, 36:29 in-game ain't bad. Decent time. So yeah, dragons saved. Unfortunately, there is a save that we won't be doing, because that requires 100%, and that's not the run I did. But real quick, let me get some shout-outs. Shout-outs with Toasted Cat again. Again, really big help with it. Honestly, for what I've seen in the Spyro community, they're very, very helpful people, very good swords all around. Thanks again to the Lady Arcaders for having me for this, and for Sweet Swan back on Friday. This was a really good... this has been a really good event all around. Lots of great people, lots of great runners. I can't wait to see what happens for Odyssey when it comes to the bid war between the having him clothed and having him with his son Trunks. Let's do that last push for 5,500. Let's see Luigi's Mansion. Anyways, with all that said, you can also find me at twitch.tv/BeamQueenSol. I do lots of platformer and other Kirby and other platformer speed runs. I also dabble in a bunch of casual things and Pokemon stuff, so definitely feel free to follow if you liked anything you've seen from either of my performances. Anyways, Lee, where can people find you?
Well, hello. Again, I've been Lee, aka atwentysomethingloser. I'm around on the internet in multiple places of the sort. But again, big shout out to Sol for letting me join here on comms for this incredible Spyro run. Thank you.
Yeah, of course. So yeah, I think we're good to pass it over to Cell, and let's see, or hopefully let's see the bonus game. Let's see those last 2 runs.
All right, everyone. That was such an incredible run. Another big round of applause, please, for Soul with that incredible Spyro the Dragon run. But the hype does not end yet. We still have Super Mario Odyssey to go. Talking 2%. It's going to be a fantastic run. And of course, we have that incentive to decide, is Mario going to be naked, wearing the swimsuit from the very well-known meme category of nipple percent. That is a real category on SRC for Super Mario Odyssey. We're not going to see nipple percent, but we might see the swimsuit if you get your donations in for it. Or you could maybe say, hey, I actually want to see Mario in his normal clothing. You got to get your donations in right now. Naked is very much winning that bid war, but you can change that with your donations. And of course, this is going to be an ongoing bid war. This is going to be happening for the entire run. It's going to be updated after every kingdom throughout the game. So you don't need to worry about sniping clothes for the start of the run. You could change that at any point during it. And of course, we do have that milestone. We are trying to reach of $5,500. And if we hit that, chat, we are going to get to see a bonus run of Luigi's Mansion Any Percent No Out of Bounds PAL run by the fantastic Elite Spud. It is going to be so great. You do not want to miss that. You don't want to miss it because it's going to be so good. And with that, we actually got a donation here. $50 from TJ from Men's Warehouse saying, Mario, you're going to like the way you look in this new suit. I guarantee it. Chat, that has taken us to $5,090. We are almost at $5,100. We are so close. We're $400 away, chat. We can do it. We can get there. I believe in you. But with that, this is the end of me here at Lady Arcader's Super Showcase. I have been selcouthmind. It has been an absolute pleasure. I've been here running. I've been in chat moderating. I've had the pleasure of working behind the scenes with tech, and I've had the incredible honor of being your host for these last few runs. I hope you've been having as much fun as I have, because this was a great shift. A huge thank you to Lady Arcaders for having me, and I will see you all again in the future. But stay tuned. The fantastic, wonderful Scala Kitty is going to be coming on to be your next host.